Claire Keating is going to speak to us tonight on behalf of Limerick Against Pollution. And Limerick Against Pollution is an environmental group that's campaigning against the proposal to incinerate waste in the spent roadstone holding plant on the outskirts of Limerick City. So Claire has just come on screen. Claire, you're very welcome to Centre Ground, and thank you so much for agreeing to chat to us this evening.
No, thank you, Anna.
Yeah, maybe we could begin in a moment or two by looking at a video. It's a video of the most recent march that you held in Limerick City against this proposal to incinerate the waste. And I do believe that JP McManus was one of the people who attended that march.
What do we want? Clean air! 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 What do we want? Clean air!
JP, why are you here today?
I'm concerned.
I know it's raining today, but at least the people are still coming out. Are you happy, JP, that people are coming out representing our city?
Yeah, listen, the people of Limerick are great, and you know, we're here to support them.
Thank you, JP. Thank you.
Limerick City, fall on grace! EPA, you're a disgrace!
It barely copes with the amount of people it has at the moment. How is it going to manage with all the people who get emphysema, lung cancer, lung diseases of all kinds from the toxic fumes that this company, to save 105 jobs, they're going to just pollute the atmosphere? It's completely wrong.
If we don't do this now, we're going to have terrible air quality, and it's part of, like I said up there, it's part of climate injustice. And we have to respect everyone, we have to respect the people, and we're just not doing that at the moment. Well, not we, obviously, but the Environmental Protection Agency. You know, our government is just ignoring us has been ignoring us for too long, and now we have to stand up and fight back.
So thanks to everyone for coming in horrendous weather conditions, and we were delighted with the turnout. We think there was around 6,000 people here, which is fantastic.
So Claire, your story is quite similar to that of Derry in that you're both campaigning against incineration. When did your woes begin in Limerick?
It all started for us back in May 2015 when we realised that Irish Cement had made an application to Limerick City and County Council to change from what they're using currently, which is petroleum coke, the fossil fuel, and they now want to turn towards alternative fuels, 90,000 tonnes to be precise. So they made an application to Limerick City and County Council, and we got wind of that. And that is how we came about. So we basically came about as a result of a lack of trust in mechanisms that were supposed to protect public health and the well-being of the residents of Limerick City and county, and also along the Shannon Estuary into County Clare. So that's how we were formed, and we have been going ever since. That's 5 years now, Anna.
Right. And at a huge cost, I take it.
Absolutely, yeah. Like, we're just regular people that came together because we just we decided that somebody has to get up and fight this application, because it can't happen. You're talking about an area where there's 3 new primary schools, 2 secondary schools, 20,000 people living within a 3-kilometre radius, and what they're planning to do is quite dangerous, like incinerate toxic waste in that vicinity. And we've had the likes of Professor Paul Connacht on board. We've had him twice to make presentations to On Board Planola, and he's also written to the EPA as well about the dangers of incineration and the dangers to public health in terms of dioxins and furans forming and accumulating in the food chain, and the dangers that it does pose to people. So that's been our campaign. We are all about raising awareness and letting the people know that this is actually happening. And we've been successful enough to date in terms of getting a lot of people on board and a lot of recognition for what we've been doing. So we've had a lot of public protests, and we've had the likes of JP McManus come and sit at our 4-day oral hearing that we had back in 2017 at the On Board Planola, and he's also been present at our most recent march as well, along with other people, as you say, like Paul O'Connell and others that have come along to support it, because none of us want this application to go ahead.
And where exactly, Claire, is the application at the minute?
So the license was granted September 2019 by the EPA, and we objected to the license, and we requested an oral hearing. So what we've done, they announced that they would give us an oral hearing, which was meant to happen back, in May, June, but as a result of COVID, the whole thing has been postponed until probably the next year, we think. So we're waiting at the moment for a date from the EPA with regard to the oral hearing. So we're going to be, there's about 15 different objectors that have requested the oral hearing. I'll just give you a quick outline of who they are. Like, you have everybody from members of Metropolitan District, Limerick City and County Council. You have Clare County Council. You have a lot of the schools, parents associations. We also have Sue Ann Foley, who's the daughter of Mr. McManus. We have the likes of Kieran O'Donnell. We have Willie O'D. We have Michelle Hayes, who's an environmental solicitor, and of course ourselves, Limerick Against Pollution, who are leading the campaign to stop this from going ahead. And we are going to continue probably down the same road as Chase, which is a judicial review. If the decision is not overturned, that's where we're going to end up, is the High Court.
Right. So basically what we have tonight now is a group in Cork and a group in Limerick that are fighting incineration and the granting of licenses to these big multinational corporations to conduct incineration. And I suppose that is a huge threat to our health, to air quality and to water quality. Claire, thank you so much for giving us that update. And we'll be coming back to you later on in the programme.